Hi, this is Hannah, and it is well past time for me to straighten out my studio. On my Homi Hwabang art haul video, I got this lovely comment. And he or she is not wrong. I would say my whole place is pretty dirty most of the time and a bit messy. So I've always struggled with organization and mess. If you've ever been to my home or inside my car when I used to drive in the States, or even worked with me and saw my desk, you would know that I am not a very organized person. I'm not proud. I want to have that beautiful aesthetic Pinterest ready studio space. And when I moved into this new apartment, or rather this old house on the first floor, and I had this whole room, I had grand visions of making it beautiful and making it perfect. But, life and overwhelm related to many things tend to take over for me, and I can't even get the basic straightening done, let alone making it beautiful. As you can see, this is also my cat Zukh's room. He gets his own several beds and water vessels. He needs all of them, as he won't usually drink from the specific intended water vessel. He rarely has drunk from his new fountain. And this crate is from when he broke his leg and he needed to restrict his movement. I also have some crafty things in my art studio for my non-illustration creative hobbies that are taking up a lot of space. As you can see, this desk is an absolute disaster. It's just full of stuff. Piles of random things. I honestly don't really even know what's here. So today I will be trying to put together the beautiful studio of my dreams, but I think I'm trying to keep my expectations a bit low. But I think it's at least a start. So I'm going to begin sorting out my craft cart because it feels more manageable than dealing with the desk. I'm first taking out sort of all my pens, pencils, X-Acto blades, marker pens, brushes, and going through these. I think sometimes I get stuck in the minutia of cleaning and don't focus enough on the big picture. I'm not sure if I should really be going through all of these individual items right now, testing each pen or looking at each brush. I think that might be slowing me down. I don't know. But I also have all of these colored pencils that I've acquired over the years. And frankly, I don't even use colored pencils anymore. But I'm not going to get rid of them. I mean, there's this artist I like. I'll put an image here. And she uses, it looks like primarily colored pencils. And maybe I'll want to try out drawings like this, like her someday. I don't know. So I'm not going to get rid of them. I also have all of these watercolors I got for free even about 5 years ago. Have I used them in like a year, 2 years? No. But can I get rid of them? Absolutely not. Maybe I'll want them someday. So I want to know, is it hard for you to get rid of rarely used but perfect condition art supplies? I feel like I should narrow it down, but they cost a lot of money, so I definitely can't do it. So they'll just be sitting in a box with the other rarely used items. So this is just footage of straightening and my thoughts on perfectionism. So I think it's hard for people to take me seriously when I say this, but I think I'm actually a bit of a perfectionist. That's why I kind of avoid even doing things like straightening, because I know it'll never be exactly how I want it to be. The effort of keeping it up is just too much for me. I also kind of suffer from a bit of overwhelm, And I know I'll just fail. It'll never be like the Pinterest board of my dreams. I know that's dumb. I know intellectually that is a foolish fallacy, and maybe it is a bit of an excuse. But I think this attitude has applied to other areas of my life where I feel like perfectionism has gotten in the way of me moving forward. So another way is in regards to making art. It used to be really hard for me to sit down and paint or draw, but mostly painting. It was a real production. I had to make sure I had the right idea. I had the sketch perfect. I had a clean desk. I had all of my materials. I had Zukh not getting in my way. But these days, I've gotten better about just starting and having fun. It doesn't take me any time to just start painting these days. And that's been a huge step for me. If anyone has any suggestions on how they deal with perfectionism and overwhelm, please let me know. So next, let's tackle the desk. I think this is probably the worst area since I can't even work here or do anything here, or I don't even know what is here. When Zukh was healthy and able-bodied, I used to think of this as his lounging desk where he could chill while I worked, and it was really nice, and it was a bit more motivation to keep it neat. Now we are going to Daiso. After a lot of straightening, I decided in my great wisdom that we had to take a trip to Daiso to get more storage containers. Daiso is a really fun, cheap store, and they do have chains in Los Angeles too, but in Seoul they have different products. And I think I had a little bit too much fun here and was very easily distracted. But ultimately, I got some containers for sketchbooks and crafty stuff. It's the next day, and I'm ready to start using my new storage containers to put away all of my finished sketchbooks and my sewing and crochet supplies. I will store all of these boxes in Zukh's crate. On the desk, I am organizing all of my unfinished sketchbooks. So these are the ones that have all been partially started but long forgotten, but I want to keep them out on my desk so that way I know which ones still have pages left. I also did buy some fun decorative items that I thought could bring a little bit more life to this room. I purchased this like half curtain, which I think is pretty cute. I also bought this cute little seat cushion. One day, I really would like to have a studio that resembles that of clay artist and YouTuber Uncomfy. I'll put a link to her channel in my description. I feel like her studio and even her video aesthetic are so beautiful and peaceful that I wish I could just capture some of that energy for myself. But for now, I believe my studio is done in terms of cleaning, and I think the key is to basically maintain it as best as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!